Hello students, myself Nisha Parekh, and again I am here with one more historical trial, the trial of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, means Mahatma Gandhi. As we have discussed before, it was the period of British Raj. Government always tried to suppress and quash the freedom of speech and expression of the people. The law of sedition has been most controversial law at that time and has been a part of some of the most controversial political trial across the globe. In India, Lokmanya Tilak and Mahatma Gandhi were also prosecuted for authoring and publishing seditious articles. Time and again, Section 124A of IPC, which prescribed the punishment for sedition, has been used as a political weapon to suppress any voice against the government. Before starting with actual trial, we have to understand the background of the trial. There are many events we can discuss as a background of this trial. The first was Rowlatt Act. British government imposed Rowlatt Act. As per this act, government could use extraordinary powers during World War I. They can arrest anyone without assigning reason. They can search any place without warrant and impose any punishment without trial. The second incident was Jallianwala Bagh massacre. On 13th April 1919, the people of Amritsar organized a peaceful meeting in a garden. General Dyer came with the troops and fired the crowd. It resulted in 400 deaths and more than 100 badly wounded. The third incident was Khilafat movement. At the end of World War I, Allied nations distribute the territory of Turkey amongst themselves. The reason was Turkey fought against British in World War I. This generated anti-British feeling among the Muslim, and Ali brothers come together and launch Khilafat movement. The fourth incident is Chora Chori incident. On 4th February 1992, a police chowki was set on fire by mob, killing 22 policemen who were inside of the police station. To retaliate against the incident, where police fired on procession in Chauri Chora near Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh, where 26 Congress volunteers were killed. All this incident greatly disturbed and disheartened the Mahatma Gandhi. He was convinced that the best solution for India would be secession from British Raj. He expressed his opinion through his various articles in newsletter named Young India. On March on March 4th, 1922, an order was passed for prosecution of Shankarlal Gelabhai Banker as publisher and Gandhi, the author of articles in Young India, for his four various articles, namely Disaffection a Virtue, published on 15th June 1921, Tampering with Loyalty, published on 29th September 1921. Third, A Puzzle and Its Solution, published on 15th December 1921. Last, Shaking the Minds, published on 23rd February 1922. On 10th March 1922, Gandhi and Banker both were arrested. On very next day, they were produced before the Additional District Magistrate of Ahmedabad, Mr. L.N. Brown, who read the charges against them. Both Gandhi and Banker deny to produce any evidence or call any witness. On 18th March 1922, both were produced before Session Court of Judge R. S. Broomfield. The trial began at 12 noon and lasted for 100 historical minutes. Gandhi pleaded guilty. In respect of the circumstances, Judge Broomfield expressed his desire to pronounce the sentence immediately. But the Advocate General, Sir T. Strangman, insisted that the court should proceed with the trial, considering the seriousness of the charges and interest of the people. The court accepted Gandhiji's plea and called upon Sir Strangman to make submission only on the quantum of the sentence. While making the submission, the prosecutor made various comments like the article were a part of organized campaign launched through Young India since 1921. Article Disaffection a Virtue suggested non-cooperator to teach disaffection toward existing government and prepare the country for civil obedience. Gandhi, being an educated and knowledgeable leader, should have realized that article authored by him would have greater influence on the people than one written by any obscure man. With the incidents of violence in Chauri Chaura, Madras, and Bombay, Strangman asserted that Gandhi's preaching of non-violence was pointless if at the same time he was also promoting disaffection toward the government and instigating the people to overthrow it. The judge then asked Gandhiji if he wished to comment on the submission. Gandhiji, while commenting on the submission made by prosecution, explained why he brought 4 articles and why he pleaded guilty toward the charges. As a man of experience and responsibility, he found it impossible to disassociate himself with diabolical crimes of Chauri Chaura and mad outrage of Bombay, and had undertaken risks to play with fire. He also added that if he was set free, he would still do the same. He remarked, "Non-violence is the first pillar of his faith, but he was forced to choose either to submit to a system which had done irreparable harm to the country or face the mad anger of the people." He had also explained why, from staunch loyalist of British government, he had become a uncompromising disaffectionist. He was shocked with the Rowlatt Act, Jallianwala Bagh massacre, Montagu Chelmsford reforms, and atrocities committed against Indians. He found Indian had no right as a man just because they are Indians. Gandhi concluded that because of British Raj, India became politically and economically helpless more than ever before. Cottage industries crumbled and gave rise to poverty and helplessness among the people. He accused the British for administrating the law in such a way as to benefit themselves and not the Indian people. He concluded his statement by saying that the judge had only 2 choices: either resign from his position to save himself from evil law, or impose severest punishment for the charge if he felt the law was good. After hearing both the parties, now time to deliver the judgment. The most unhappy man in the trial was Judge Broomfield himself. He had to restrain his emotion and gathered lot of strength and courage before pronouncing the verdict. Prosecutor was also not satisfied and confessed that he was also affected by the atmosphere outside the court. India, at the point of time,